welcome Cambridge and Boston to CoCreateX Live. So we are here live in Cambridge. Tonight is a musically focused night of CoCreateX, celebrating the arts and humanities. We got a traveling group of artists here with us tonight. If you guys want to introduce yourselves and just share what you guys are up to, and if you guys are playing, just right next door.
Where can we see you after the broadcast?
And here's the microphone. So
all right, we did a live stream at WEMF, and then just headed over here. We're playing Zuzu over at Middle East with Harry J, who's also dropping an album pretty soon.
Sweet.
So pretty excited for that. We're on the road for 2 months, just doing our thing. So thanks for having us.
And what are you guys called?
The Human Circuit.
Yeah. And what are your names?
My name's Matt. I play the keyboards and sing.
My name's Mickey. I play the bass.
Awesome.
Straight from Austin, Texas.
And what's the name of the place?
Where we're playing is the Middle East at Zuzu.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you guys after the show. So if anybody out there wants to join CoCreateX at Zuzu's at the Middle East, we'll see you guys.
And Nick just met them on the street like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I was super impressed by their van. Anybody who's got a packed up van is a friend of CoCreateX.
If you're on the street and you see Nick Powley, expect to be chatted with.
That's
and,
right.
Introduced, to what we are doing.
Especially if you've got a roof rack.
So, yes, welcome. CoCreateX, we are a community of people who help each other out with projects. My name is Mac Cameron. I'm a founder of CoCreateX. And with me, I have Nick Powley, also another founder of CoCreateX.
Nice to meet everybody.
If you want to introduce yourself, and we can kind of continue on with the program.
Yeah, thank you, Mac. My name's Nick. I'm in from Minnesota and from Wisconsin, and we drove the bus across the country to support the Boston area community and the exchange and collaboration that we've been establishing, in the geographic areas between Minnesota and Boston, and to further establish the routes that we're going to be driving, exposing people, all across the Midwest and throughout the, eastern United States to one another, so that everybody can help each other with their projects. So it's super exciting to be in town and, to be on CCTV for my second time.
All right, so he's becoming a natural. He's got the No Peace, No Poverty shirt with the 3D printed medallion or token.
That's right.
And thanks for being on here in Boston with us, Nick. And we got a show full of gratitude and generosity and CoCreateX. So first things first. I think it's important that we share kind of a video of what CoCreateX is and who we are and what we're doing here. So I'm going to quickly bring it over to our CoCreateX.com page, and if we just click on this see how we work button, this is going to bring us to our video.
When we're children, we have these ideas of what we want to be, and for me, it's like, I always wanted it to be super, and that's what CoCreateX is. It's almost like igniting that inner passion of like, what did you want to do when you were little? Did you still want to do that? But we can help you make that happen.
CoCreateX, we started with the house.
So the house is a makerspace. It's a very open, collaborative space for people to learn by doing and interact with other creative people.
It's a networking place.
It's dynamic, it's changing all the time.
It's like this source of creativity. I mean, it's like you walk in, it's like anything is possible.
You can make 3D printed parts. You can do software, you can design things in CAD.
Usually somebody's in the garage welding or laser cutting or milling, machining.
We have the capability digitally and physically to make the majority of prototypes that you'd ever need in the world before going into manufacturing.
One of the great things about CoCreateX is the fact that we enable people to discover other people who are passionate about their mission and who have the capabilities that are necessary to create something extraordinary.
just a huge range of people with really interesting stories and an interesting set of expertise.
Even if it's so far-fetched, like someone's making a medical device, to someone who's like, hey, check out, I can play this song with pens. It's that drastic. It's like you have so many different people.
You know, it takes a lot of different passions and skills to make something successful, and we want to be able to break the barrier between the artists and scientists.
You know, people come into this platform with all of this fire, and then when it kind of burns down to is like this ember of gratitude.
CoCreateX became a community with a very fundamental culture, which is just help people with projects and say thank you.
There's such opportunity in helping people to understand the value of helping each other and saying thank you, because it gets things done, it gets problems solved.
And thank you could be any number of things. It could be thank you with time, it could be thank you with money, it could be thank you with wisdom and experience.
I believe that this system actually can work, that people truly can get help if they need it and can give thanks, and that that's sufficient.
Help and say thanks allows you to be who you are and do what you love. And when that valuable exchange happens, it leads to human and economic output.
So next step is being able to track thank yous. We are exploring opportunities to create a cryptocurrency based on thank yous. And if you are being thanked for doing what you love, then that helps us accomplish our mission of, a future in which everybody is enabled to make a living by just doing what they love.
Passion comes from purpose, and all of that grows with community.
We've seen a culture of people, helping each other and saying thank you emerge within this environment. So we're very excited about taking this culture and sharing it around the country. And so
we're getting a bus, and we want to be able to incorporate all of this stuff in our bus. We want to be able to have canvases for painting, 3D printers for designing and building.
So this is a full-size motor coach. It has under compartments into which we're planning on building our makerspace. We're going to be hitting the road, and we're going to be sharing our culture of helping and saying thank you with people all over the country.
So with our CoCreateX creative spaces, whether that's in Minnesota, whether that's in California, even the CoCreateX bus, right, this traveling platform, you're always gonna find people who are so excited to be part of it.
You don't have to be alone in an endeavor. There's all these people wanting to help you, and just excited to see what you're gonna create.
Check us out on our website. We'd love to see you on the road.
So Mac,
All right, you've seen it. You've seen
yeah.
it live.
Let's introduce some of the characters in the movie, because they're very literally our close friends with whom we've been working on projects and building all sorts of great things. So the first girl is Kelly. Mac, do you want to maybe introduce Kelly and a little bit of what we've done for her?
Yeah, so Kelly just completed the second annual Wild Gypsy Tour, which is the first all-girls motorcycle rally for Sturgis, which is a giant motorcycle rally and very specifically in Sturgis. So she just completed that. You rock, Kelly. We're so excited for you. That's so awesome that you're able to complete the second year of that really remarkable thing. WildGypsyTour.com is essentially where you can learn about joining that extravagant adventure next year if you're interested.
And then another one of the characters in the movie is our friend Ruby Siegel. And Ruby is an incredible young woman, incredibly artistic. She's designed and built so many things around the house. She inspired us to ultimately, get a laser cutter and start putting vinyls on the outside of our bus as a means by which to thank some of our sponsors, who we'll talk about in just a second. We're so lucky to have a few new people, businesses specifically, that we can celebrate for joining our advertising campaign. We've got Nick Notham in there with his submarine, Deborah with her Airbus, which is an emergency, backup utility system. Who else we got in the video, Mac?
We got Lino, who's been helping us. He's an author. He's writing books. He's following his passion. He's actually retired at this point. He's absolutely loving it, and he's coming on these bus journeys with us. So One of our probably most famous members of that video was Gracie.
Oh, absolutely. And actually, Lino relates to Gracie because he bought a lifetime seat on the bus in order to help us actually make that purchase.
And then, Gracie is the name of the CoCreateX bus, by the way. So
named after a famous female scientist who discovered the distance that an electron travels down a piece of copper in 1 nanosecond, which is actually about 18 inches. And then maybe we could give a quick shout out to Jake Woodruff in California. He's the person who so generously received us in LA for quite a while.
Yeah, Jake, you're the man. So Jake Woodruff and Gina Woodruff have an art gallery, recording studio, and dance studio in Long Beach, California. And they have just the most remarkable culture, in that studio. So they're constantly creating content and building and launching and just doing awesome stuff in Long Beach. Really creating some of the most incredible
amazing
spaces. So Gina and Jake, we're excited to continue to help you guys out with stuff. And if Catalysts are in Long Beach ever traveling to LA,
and we'll see you in November. So we're looking for a place to park and to sleep.
Yeah.
And and to shower. So anyway, thank you, Jake and Gina, and we appreciate you.
Awesome. So some of the new members of our kind of sponsorship and advertising on our bus and more include both Patterson Tinty and St. Paul Construction. So I'll just quickly go to the Patterson Tinty webpage really quickly here. And Nick, do you want to maybe just explain a little bit about what this company has been up to? And
yeah. Absolutely. So I have a strong background in working on medical devices and consumer products, and I have been extremely well served by Patterson Tinty for the last probably decade. Attorneys there, Kyle Peterson especially, has been helping us enormously lately, as well as Brad Peterson. The firm together, I know specifically has ultimately kind of worked some miracles relative to helping a number of different businesses really build strong IP portfolios. Just a quick story about Brad. He actually succeeded at patenting any pacemaker lower in volume than a certain volume. And as a result, he brought millions of dollars in value to this particular business that otherwise may have been struggling. But I remember one day one of his clients actually showed up with a brand new Harley Davidson motorcycle for him, just as a thank you for doing such a great job with their IP portfolio. So we totally appreciate Brad Peterson and Kyle Peterson, of no familial relation. But anyway, they're a wonderful group of people. They've supported us enormously, and we always love to refer business to them wherever we can.
Yeah, and so Patterson Tinty, as a co-creation platform, an agency and community, it's very important that you can protect your ideas. So as you're inventing stuff, you can truly feel free to collaborate and engage with other creators to create something that's beautiful and protect your ideas so that you can continue to build and invent more things in this world and create a better life and world for everybody. Patterson Tinty has really been a remarkable firm to work with that has supported CoCreateX and ideas and invention hugely with the CoCreateX community. So thank you again, Patterson Tinty. You guys rock. We love working with you guys, and
we just put your logo on our bus, so we'll get you guys some pictures of it.
Yes, definitely. So the next company is St. Paul Construction. And Nick, do you want to share a little bit more about St. Paul Construction?
For sure. So we love companies that are supportive of people who are just getting going. So I've got to introduce St. Paul Construction, certainly because they helped us, very early on. We wanted to build a salmon ladder for our friend Natalie, who wanted to be on American Ninja Warrior, and ultimately St. Paul Construction was super supportive of that process. as well as, all of the events that we hosted early on. But one of the things that I love so much about George Johns and St. Paul Construction is that they're always looking to help people get started who are really passionate about what they're doing. And George and St. Paul Construction actually sponsored the Olympic sailing campaign of what was probably an elementary school or middle schooler named Daniel Morris, who is now a professional sailor who ultimately has more recently actually been on a number of Olympic sailing campaigns. And so George began, sponsoring his Olympic sailing campaigns, long before he was ever able to actually participate in one. But he dreams big, and he loves, people who do. And we're so thankful to St. Paul Construction for, supporting CoCreateX and a lot of our early stuff. And we just got your guys' logo on the bus as well. So St. Paul Construction, lab interiors. So if you're building a makerspace, a co-working environment, if you're outfitting a laboratory at the U, St. Paul Construction, George Johns, we'll get you connected.
It's awesome. Thank you very much. It's exciting. And then just kind of last but not least, we have Bunny James. Bunny James snack boxes, really, really quick and easy. Just gift for everybody. It's so easy to buy. I'm on bunnyjames.com. If I click shop now, it goes directly to their Amazon webpage. This is a gift that will keep on giving and will be used for sure. It is a snack box to explore new, interesting, healthy snacks. And Bunny James and this company in general has been kind of incubated and grown naturally with the help of the CoCreateX community. And actually, we're going to be handing out some invitations within the Bunny James boxes here as well in the next couple weeks. But an incredible gift. We're going to be doing kind of more with the Bunny James team and being able to just demonstrate what does it take to start a business and grow a business with the CoCreateX community. How can you tap the power of the community and use it to create your innovative dreams, right? Like,
Can I tell you a funny story, Mac, about Bunny James? So of course, we're in the California territory. Mac's been living with this, really, wonderful group of people that basically took him in, when we were trying to get started out in California. And Mac says, Nick, can we help this guy, Lonnie, basically bring all these boxes in from outside? He's got, this business. They've got some food boxes, whatever else. Anyway, we go outside, and Lonnie had this giant pallet of hundreds of pounds of these boxes. Definitely getting more than we bargained for, but delicious snacks. And when we're on the road and we're traveling, it's so wonderful to be able to literally open a box of Bunny James and just everybody's got the cookie, the chips, the whatever it is that they love. And Mac, do you remember Lino's favorite thing about them that he always says?
Oh my goodness, the wafers?
He loves the wafers, but he loves them because they're all non-GMO. So you can count on Bunny James to be healthy, reliable, and whatever you get out of the box is, good to eat.
Yeah, and they also do vending machines. So if you guys need a vending machine, healthy food, Bunny James.
Thanks, Lenny.
Yeah, so kind of next thing is just CoCreateX in general. So how do you get involved with the community? How can we help your business grow? Again, pretty much all of this stuff is free and open for everybody. We want to help those who have ideas grow those ideas and be supported. In order to get involved in the community and actually ask for help, you can just go to CoCreateX.com and ask for help button. This will link us directly to our Facebook page, in which you can join our group. And here, this is where we inspire you to just ask for help. So if you're working on a project and you need a team member, or you need some feedback, or you need a survey, this is a group of people who can help out. We encourage you to ask for help others, and get engaged. It is free. This side of what we're doing is always free, and we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have product design experts, we have artists. It's a very diverse community, and we want to keep it diverse. So is that?
Yeah, and actually, just as a quick side note, if you are someone who's looking for help, certainly, please join our Facebook group and ask for help. If you are someone who has, a unique skill or ability, or even is just generally looking how you can support other people, please also join the Facebook group so that you can ultimately, provide help to those in need. And then ultimately, if you're so fortunate enough to have your problem be solved by asking the Facebook group, please say thank you at CoCreateX.com so that we can recognize, those who help others, in the, supportive ways that we, that we recognize people.
Yeah, or you can simply call this number right here. There we go. This is only while we're live though, so you only have about 5 minutes to call in for help. But we'll continue to be doing live kind of project idea business helping sessions here in the future weeks. Also, we have a project that is constantly being worked on, and that is the human enhancement that essentially I'm working on now. So because we have Nick here for only a couple more weeks, we're probably not going to spend too much time working on this project, but we have made a huge amount of progress on it. So we have about 2 more minutes of stuff that we can do tonight, and if there's anything else you want to maybe say about people joining the group, what we can help you with. I mean, we have software engineers who want to engage. We have a bus that we can travel anywhere. We have hardware engineers. We have a lot of experience and a deep network. To help you with projects.
So absolutely. So please be in touch with us. On the Facebook group, or in the next 5 minutes by calling the number at the bottom of the screen. We will very literally, absolutely, positively help you in any way we can. We have a friend named John from Minnesota who was trying to get a servo motor and a motion controller working together. So we actually bought the same motor and controller that he ultimately has in Minnesota. And we are working right now on putting it all together, on our own, so that we can teach him how to do it ourselves, or himself. So we love helping people. We'll support any positive mission that anybody would like to pursue, and if it's a big enough challenge, we might even bring our bus, to help make whatever you need to happen.
Awesome. Thank you, Nick. All right, so we've made progress on the human enhancement. What does this mean? We're trying to create a method in which we can kind of easily be able to hold our phones in front of our faces. And Nick helped me find the actual device that could help make that happen. So we're on McMaster-Carr. And next week, we're going to go through actually importing and exporting these CAD models directly from McMaster-Carr into a method in which we can design a 3D printed part from. So join us next week. Thank you so much, CCTV. We appreciate you guys, and there we go.
Woo woo!